Well, last time you guys killed a heretic and blew up a station.
Yeah, I'm going to quickly just be right back. Just quickly. Just finish work and I'll say something. So, be right back. Yeah.
Nice timing, though.
About damn fucking time.
I mean, he's getting tea or some shit, isn't he?
Probably sailing to India to get it as well.
That's fair. We survived fighting the heretic, although our resident priest got his face burned.
Oh yeah, because started using plasma grenade.
Yeah, although I
How
do
do I
recall,
say? Go ahead.
I do recall some healing checks have been, Medicaid checks have been made.
Yep.
So
I'm sorry to say, we've restored him to his original condition. He's still bald. There's no change. He was bald to begin with.
He's slowly embracing
now I'm
the
just
way.
missing eyebrows.
We'll just draw him on like from what's in Seinfeld, where you always look angry.
Yeah.
All right, let's draw some angry eyebrows onto this priest. I
Wait, I'm already bald. I just need a goatee now. You know, how to deal with a midlife crisis. Shave your head and grow a goatee.
I see. You're halfway there. That explains the big hammer.
I don't know. If we put a goat on your chin, you might be considered chaos.
No, don't worry. We just get him a
That's
bike.
bad.
We just give him a bike and put some spikes on it, and the Inquisitors will show up. Not only will he have his midlife crisis dream, but he also gets to be blown up.
Because it's not immediate for obvious reasons, because physics takes a while, but physics sometimes takes a while. The remains of the station are in a degrading orbit into the gas giant.
Yes, and in classic 40k fashion, we should ram it with our ship to make it go faster.
We're only Voidcraft. I mean, what?
and I vaguely recall that we are fine with that, because even if Tau power field was interesting, we decided that no, we are not taking Xeno technology onto our ship.
Xeno and fucked with by chaos.
Yes, plus we learned that probably the rebels on that planet itself, they are probably also chaos, so we will have to kill them all.
Seems likely. Alrighty. What was it, the boarding you wanted from me?
Let the cultists burn.
I won't even use her.
The punishment of heresy is death.
Anything other than death?
And death alone.
I think Zach wants a cookie for all his heresy.
I'll have you know I actually have cookies next to me.
But are they Girl Scout cookies?
Lucky.
I mean, I also have those nearby too.
Fuck you,
No,
I ran out.
I have fudge stripes. Yes. What's the plan?
All right.
Heroin and hate crimes.
No, sorry, we're not in American
Hate
space.
crimes against the Xeno scum.
There's no hair in the 40k universe that I know of, and it's not hate crimes when it's chaos.
All right, we'll just say it's spice then.
Well,
I mean, looking at the goals, I mean, our captain will have the final say, but probably the planet remains as the main goal. We are not touching the we are not touching the third planet unless we have a good pilot.
Mhm. Yes, the plan is to try and figure out how to deal with the chaos presumed people. Matthias will want to figure out why they're there to begin with, and what we can do, as they've held up some Imperial forces before, and while our ship is truly magnificent, it's not exactly fit for combat.
Magnificent battle bus.
Wait, when do we become magnificent?
And
I
my
thought we were
name
more
was written on the
malignant.
ship, of
The
course.
atmosphere is made of methane. We could just firebomb it, burn them out.
I
The
doubt,
cancer they are.
I doubt that would be very efficient for somebody who has made their living living there. I'm more than
There
likely.
are, in fact, already firestorms that crossed over the planet.
Mhm.
Yeah, I recall that the planet is extremely toxic and not really supporting life. So the rebels are like living under dome cities or underground, something like that.
Mhm. So yeah, we could bomb them, but we'd be probably kind of like knocking on someone's door and asking every 50 minutes, "Are you dead yet?"
Yes, Captain. A question. If I remember correctly, wasn't there a discussion that the owner of the station that gracefully surrendered to us, uh, didn't they have some sort of deal with the rebels below? So perhaps some sort of trade and ship movement was happening. Maybe.
Correct. He was trading food to them, which is one avenue of destruction.
I
Or we're
mean,
perhaps thinking of sending somebody down.
I guess our arch militant officer can definitely think of details for a plan, but um, perhaps infiltration, shipment of food, but instead of food, you get well,
Yeah.
Imperial commandos or infiltrators, or however that works.
Not a bad plan, but we don't really know what we're sending them into. I suppose the best plan would indeed be to head back to the station and see if that gearhead has looked up from his workbench. Once or twice during his interactions with them.
We are seeking to eliminate them. Why not just bury a virus bomb in their shipment?
Do we even have virus bombs?
No, we do not have a virus bomb. When I was equipping the ship, the first thing I was thinking wasn't to accidentally blow ourselves up. Our weaponry remains decent for the Imperial.
Just imagining a rogue trader that works with the orcs, just like shoving orcs into capsules and using those as bombs.
Truly the most devious of plans.
So, well, we can just write off this planet, so just go ahead and launch some orcs at it. Wait, what?
Yes. A couple of years later, having to explain it to Inquisitor, but I killed the people there. You infested the system with orcs.
Yes, I apologies, Captain, but I really do not have any other better ideas right now. I've already stretched thin with thoughts regarding the infiltration idea.
Not a bad idea, either. But
I guess our arch militant is stuck trying to procure decaf. I hope his coffee machine wasn't infected by a demon.
in which case, I think we'll have two demons, considering how he gets without his brew.
Okay.
I suppose we'll send some crew of hardened veterans to see what's going on in his room later. For now, let us head back to the station. Talk to our, I suppose, friend would be stretching it a little bit.
Ally of convenience, Captain?
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone mind if I move our token back to the...
I
I guess the captain has the privilege of token moving.
Haha, you fool. I do think you have the privileges as well, but I was faster than you this time.
Also, for Zach's benefit, because I take it that if we take warp travel, he might be rolling for something. DM?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Essentially.
Yeah, because we could be moving through real space, but that's gonna take a while.
About a week, I think.
Or definitely longer than we would have liked.
Very much so. Mm-hmm. Well, Mario trained leads up to the commander and asks the navigator, well, would there be any particular risks in, well, more risks than usual, I suppose, heading through the warp to our destination? Mm-hmm.
There's a number of risks, but as you said, it's just the normal ones.
Let's take the thing. Let us head there. Hurry up before any stray communication or whatever reaches that planet. Not that I know how chaos creatures communicate, if they even do so. And so we head into the warp.
It won't even take a day.
Alright. We warp out, presumably.
Roll me a D100.
Very well. D100, 15.
Yeah, nothing terrible happens.
Nothing terrible. Let's see.
Yeah.
I was like, if you rolls like a 95 or higher,
Yep.
something awful, truly awful happens. But
Yeah, thanks very much. The average warp travel experience. Yes. Most of the time, nothing happens. And then every now and then we get ripped our heads by fucking spooky. Right.
As you get out of warp, though, your sensors indicate that there is an Imperial vessel in the system at the planet you were just at. It's entering the warp.
Leaving or
entering the warp?
Oh.
Looking at it, it appears to be the battle base.
What?
As you just, it appears to be the ship that you're on that is entering the warp.
Oh my fucking god! Now I get it.
Absolute wankers.
Now the question is, did you move backwards in time, or did you just beat the light here?
I'm not gonna bother thinking about that.
I'm not going to answer it.
Of course. Well.
Leave all you assholes out of the way.
Well, Maria shakes his head. Isn't really no room enough in this universe for two Marias. I'm glad that didn't cause any trouble. Very well.
Really, warp has unlimited amount of mysteries, but most of them will kill you.
Yes. Let's hope we don't see any more of them. I'm sure this will go perfectly fine. Now, let's open communications and see if we can get some information out of our erstwhile mechanic.
I take it you mean the mechanical way, Captain, or do you wish me to initiate the... And I poke my head.
No. I want to speak to the... to my... how would the order of business go? My associate, yes, on the space station before we initiate contact with the natives. But then, let us send them a message. Alright.
It, sits there, you don't get a response. And after about an hour, you hear just a yes.
I know you're not under my direct command, but still, do please kindly ask the messages. Time is money, my friend.
Indeed, I was occupied.
No doubt, no doubt. We're here to ask about the inhabitants of the planet below, any possible chaos affiliation, and what in the world they're doing down there.
As far as I know, no chaos affiliation. It's what they're doing down there. Living? Hiding? Waiting?
Aye. But they're making enough money to at least buy food from intergalactical transport.
Incorrect. They traded me materials.
Yes, I was glad to remember that. He explained the deal he had with the planet before.
There are no real rare minerals, exquisite artifacts, just rocks and stone and some iron.
Rare metals, yes, but also yes. Mostly iron.
Yeah. Looking, I guess, profitable by the moment. You see, moments ago, well, a couple of days ago, really. We met up with one of their stations. We demanded its surrender, and it leapt through us through space and spewed out chaos cultists, a marine, and one of those heretic bastards.
Ah, yes. Those horrible heretics.
Yes.
Nice one. Nice one, Captain.
What did they say, Donald?
Amazing.
Nice one, Captain.
Oh, yes. I know it was. You're back from the coffee machine incident. Good.
Totally forgetting that our friend here is a heretic.
I don't know what you're talking about.
He hasn't, how do I say, information's a bit out of date.
That we have a heretic in the party.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So your friend's a heretic. One of your tech priests starts looking real shifty.
Like terrible, horrible heretic NY4N is just like 90 degrees shifted away from
I just hold up the head of the one that we killed.
Oh yeah, we know a heretic. I'll let you decide which one of the three that we know it is.
Yes.
One of these is not like the other.
Yes. And now we are to exact the Emperor's justice and bring the planet under our control. Except it's looking more and more complicated and less profitable by the moment. Well,
just a warning, Captain.
No.
A few of them I've seen have, despite not being chaos aligned like the others in the system, have sported mutations.
Any teamed or just various disruptions of the body?
Scales, spines, that sort of thing. Sharper teeth, strange eyes.
Okay. Thank you for the warning. Mutant.
Oh, and they can breathe the methane.
Oh, for fuck's sake. By the Emperor. Well then. Matthias Train turns towards
that.
Matthias Train turns towards the rest of the party. I am not seeing much profit into this, but I'm not sure we can be leaving chaos cultists behind, potentially what's called?
Not chaos. Did say that.
Yes, potentially.
Nope. They never used any chaos symbolism. Just talking about the father. and how they could serve him best.
Would that father happen to be the God Emperor?
Like, you hear a mechanical shrug over the radio.
Mm-hmm. Well then. Crew, assemble. I need your opinions.
So I'll be honest, as I've just gotten back, I have no fucking clue what's going on.
Short recap. We're
The
thinking about...
station's filled with mutants.
Short recap. We are thinking about taking the rebel-infested planet, you know, the methane one with all the fucking firestorms. We found out that they trade nothing but metal, and they worship something they call the Father, and the heretic on the station seems very intent that they're not chaos cultists. Probably not, at least. Problem is... Yeah, I'm not really sure what to do here.
Where we go down to the planet, we discover a big statue that looks remarkably like corn.
Oh yes. Also, one more thing. A lot of them are breathing, and they're able to breathe the methane on the planet.
Yes, I can see that'd be an issue, but we can't.
Well, you might not be able to.
And we've got void suits at the very least. I think those work.
I believe I do have like mechanicus implants that allows me to filter like air.
I mean, get enough mechanics implants and you don't need a void suit in the void.
Exactly.
That's fair. Well, Captain, I would also look at it this way, considering what you told me, that we are here as it is a step towards our greater endeavor, getting that pirate lord you are hunting. Perhaps we know they have been trading with that station, but maybe, just maybe, that pirate lord did drop by here in the past. Who knows?
Are you saying that the Father they might be worshipping Captain Red Eye?
Not exactly, but I'm not discounting that possibility. After all, Pilot Lord still has to get his supplies from somewhere. I take it that if he had a stationary base of operations, someone would have already found him by now.
True. Thinking as a resupply station, yeah.
But I'm just spitting out wild theories. I do not know much about Navy tactics and whatnot.
Solving the red eye, yes. I do suppose it is rather convenient having a factory workshop and a planet, at least somewhat rich in minerals, right next to each other.
To be fair, reminded me, DM, because as far as I remember, we technically have some basic information regarding the first planet and the last one. But as far as I understood, we didn't do any...
Like, they're lifeless rocks, so you can check for minerals, but that's about it.
Yeah, but that was like wondering because we apparently didn't check. And I think we also double-checked that apparently this ship doesn't have any, like, what's the bloody word? Surveying scanners?
Yeah, we'd have to go down on foot.
Why, ultimately, Captain, it is your show. I mean, sooner or later, I guess, through basic logic, it would have been nice to have a base of operations instead of having to fly back to Port Wonder ever so often.
You can see Matthew is like looking a bit distant, gears turning in his head. Aye, materials from one of the planets. A life-filled dead world, and potentially unexplored materials. Victoria. Yes, you'd see the beginning of something here.
Let's think about this way, Captain. If we finally have something to trade with, you might be getting some better deals with assuming we'll find those Xenos back during that. What was that place called? On the map, I forgot already. But that
I'm
was
just calling it Death World.
No, not Death World. There was like a field of destroyed ships, like a big debris field.
Oh yeah, that one. No idea.
Yeah, the battlegrounds.
Yeah, how big this bloody map is.
Welcome to Coronus. Was it good building? Coronus, one of the two.
But that's merely my opinion, and Sagaspis will take a proverbial step back and allow the others of the council to voice their opinions.
Well, first and foremost, if we were to do this, we'd either have to do it with diplomacy or warfare. So, Welton and Jace, I don't know if you have any idea how to take this planet.
I mean, we try to take it or eliminate the mutants.
I'm sorry to say, but taking it and eliminating the mutants is practically the same thing. They all sound like it.
They all sound mutated. Now, if they're not aligned with the darker powers, then maybe something will be done about it.
Mutants do other places in the supply chain of the Empire. At the bottom, admittedly, but still, better than not being there at all. Still, you have any idea how to do it? Our ship is, well equipped. But I'm not entirely sure we have the manpower to take a city filled with methane gas, people who live there.
Well, if you wanted to take it over, then taking out the leadership would be a good start. Cut the head off the snake. The rest will follow suit.
Aye. We do indeed have a way to get down to the planet, at least without being shot at. Being that we have these supplies of food in exchange for the minerals, we could take one of those down or send a liaison to see what they're speaking of.
Suggesting a small strike force to eliminate heads of their resistance.
Correct.
Possibility of success, 73.2%.
Don't ever tell me the odds.
I like how the two mechanic, because one is like, we have these on, never tell me the odds.
It could be a plan, Captain.
Possibility of complication, 83%.
Katya looks a little bit worried, like not sure where you're getting these numbers from, but I'll take your word for it.
Well, of course,
Possibility of combat encounter, 96%.
I'll be going down there. Don't worry. Let's just round that 96 up, shall we?
All those sentient living creatures, not soulless machines or daemons, within 20 meters. Alright, so I guess the tech priests and the psyker are safe from that.
No, that's not suspicious at all, Mr. Sack. Well. Well then. Well, I suppose we might as well bring our A-team then. Are you all willing to head down on a potentially hostile planet as unbreathable conditions? For potentially little gain?
You're talking to a Cadian veteran, mate.
True.
I go where the Emperor needs. Be it his mercy or his judgment, that is what I bring.
Sakispus?
If that's your wish, Captain, then of course I will follow.
And why 4N?
You promise me closer to Machine God? I stay with you. You do not? I may kill you. We will see.
Well, I'll take
That's
that as a
just-
yes.
That's
You
the
forgot
same
the
as I'm a
nya.
tech priest.
What was that?
You forgot the nya.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Sigma? Your odds seem to be a bit questionable. You're willing to
I
come
was
along?
I wanted to get back to my coffee. I was like,
That's fair.
Oh, yeah, you. Yeah.
Probably should have like asked, but after probably recon, would it be possible for Jace to roll Tactica Imperialis to think of a plan of attack? I remember he was able to make a roll when we were thinking about the station.
I can certainly try. I can't guarantee it'll be better.
+10. Good luck.
Although to be fair, I was like mostly aiming question at Zach to say if DM will allow us something like that in the first place.
I mean, you could roll it. Go ahead. All right,
Oh my.
Jace. You have a great plan. However, you like think of it. You write it up. You show it to Mattias. Mattias, this plan needs about 100 million troops.
Yeah.
It's a great plan if you have the troops.
Matthias nods and goes, "We're not on Cadia. That's more men on the right."
Oh, yeah.
So surprisingly, it only has a estimated 60% death rate.
Impressive. Some Cadians would call this heretical, and maybe that's why you're thrown out.
Yeah, really concerned with the losses. We got to minimise them. Back on Cadia, there's been about 80. Huh?
Yes, that's what I was talking about. Some of the commanders would call you a stick in the mud or heretical, for even proposing that death rate less than 90 or 80%.
I will also mention one more thing. If we are working under the assumption that they're gonna detect us either way, I could try to contact them and hope that maybe this time your enlightened words captain will reach their ears. However, if we try to aim to be sneaky, then probably send a message. I don't want a repeat from that station last time.
Well, I wonder if we were going 3 for 3 and being told to fuck off.
Yes, the outskirts of the Imperium, where diplomacy doesn't have the sway it should have.
I think they just
The
don't like you,
station you're
Captain.
currently next to didn't tell you to fuck off.
The
In
station
fact, you
told us
surrendered
to fuck off.
quickly.
Okay. The station told us to fuck off by the gunfire and the fact that he's trying to kill us.
No, the last station did. This one didn't. He didn't even try to kill you.
True.
You demanded his surrender and he agreed.
True. See, diplomacy isn't all that all I say to the crew.
I think they just don't like you, Captain. Huh?
Yeah. I've yet to learn my job, of course. Don't worry about it.
Play a rogue trader captain with shit fellowship. No one actually likes him.
We're only here because he pays us.
Yeah. Wait, you get paid?
Do
That's
not
a good
worry
point.
about it, NY Foreign. There are many heretical texts around. Yes. Let's see. Well,
I've also mentioned the possibility of messaging because I take it that when we go down there and they meet us, slightly surprised they're meeting Imperials, and by surprise I mean they might do something rash.
You hear over the Voxcast that's still going. It's like, actually, they're rather welcoming.
Maybe we should try the carrot and stick approach. Walk down there with a carrot, carry a big stick.
look, you can just call me.
Jace looks at Welton's Thunderhammer as he says big stick.
Yes. how do I say? Just because you're dressed in red doesn't mean you're a carrot.
What, you want to touch it? Holds out his hammer to Jace. Go ahead. Feel the power.
Yeah, let me just get a feel of the haft there.
Careful, guys, you're all up power fist.
As Jace gently fondles the hammer with a longing look in his face, Matthew shakes his head. Gentlemen, please. You can do that on your own time. You're making the initiates jealous. Now let's go.
Yeah.
That concern of mine has been dealt with, so we might as well go down there, because who knows, maybe we'll find something that will give us more leverage, or better idea how we can convince them.
I suppose we should probably start this, as you said, with a conversation. Let's see. Send a message to them saying that the Imperial Starship Thrain's legacy and the Captain Matthew's train of the rogue trader has come here with a proposition involving diplomacy and is descending the planet. And will be descending the planet soon. Have a reception ready. So we will discuss the future of this small system.
Very well, Captain. I'm gonna take a moment to focus. And I will go through my usual motions of before sending astropathic signal. I take it we are in distance's orbit, so that will be plus 20 to my invocation test.
Plus 10 as well.
Which means I am pretty much unable to fail.
Nice.
Yeah, and I'm basically using the telepathy. And technically speaking, time it states instant if it's orbit. If it's nearby solar, then it's D5 rounds.
You don't get a response.
I'm
not. Do you know if something picks up the message?
Actually, that was going to be my question to you. Okay, so let me double check. Look at the book. Okay, psychic powers.
Page 162.
Yeah, I have it. I'm just reading through it. As I'm reading through the telepathy discipline and astral telepathy, I do not see sentence anything regarding the like receiving, although by logic I take it that unless you want to make me a roll, I would have an inkling if it's like if I'm reaching a dead end because there's no connection on the other side, or if I'm reaching you know, please leave a message after signal. Unless I'm not seeing anything.
Science.
Okay, so I'm gonna take this science is flat because this is not regarding the...
Yes.
Okay. Very well. Actually, I fucked up. It shouldn't be Psynician check, it should be invocation check, but whatever, I still rolled good. Okay, so this Psynician is flat. Okay, I still passed.
You feel like something did indeed pick up the message.
Okay. So after that's done, I'm gonna wait Unless someone disturbs me, I'm gonna wait for like solid hour waiting just in case if anyone will send a response back.
You don't get a response.
Alright. So after that time I will return to the others and the captain. Captain, the message has been sent. I am absolutely sure that it has been received. However, after all of that time, I did not receive any response. If we want to think positively, then I take it that they took your message to heart and they are preparing a magnificent welcoming committee. But well, that depends if we are feeling lucky.
Matthews takes a look out of the starboard window. I don't think we've seen any sort of preparation of weapons or anything of the sort. And they are rather reliant on this food. So I suppose we're at least somewhat safe heading down. Very well. Let us, everyone, get ready. We're heading down on this strange planet. And I have a feeling things are only going to get stranger. May the Emperor protect us.
May the Emperor protect.
Yes, indeed. As we are gathering aboard the Valkyrie, I wanted to say Thunderhawk, but that's for Marines.
Yeah. As a note, actually, when you
Yes.
when you guys get to the hangar, you see one of the head engineers actually berating two lesser engineers.
No.
And you see a Valkyrie in the hangar has been plated in ceramic.
Excuse me. What's going on here? Medios,
These two decided to take it upon themselves to modify one of the Emperor's vessels.
And Matthias just gives them like a deadpan look. And why exactly were you feeling?
Against the omniscience design, this Jacobs were a paddling.
These are the worst parts because these aren't tech priests; they're just mechanics. One of them speaks up, "Sir, ceramite's better at resisting fire, sir. We thought it'd be useful for planet side,
That is
sir."
your problem. You thought.
Hey, look, tone it down, Claptrap, okay?
My designation is Sigma Sega Lambda 0496, not Claptrap.
Keep it up and I might bring dubstep gun.
We Claptrap from now on. Let the engineers explain.
Yeah. I was just kind of nervous with the brass right here. Yeah, they just explained that with the planet being covered in firestorms, they figured they should modify one of the Valkyries to be more resistant to, well, fire.
Yeah. Matthias looks at the Sigma and goes, do you think what they've done is true? And perhaps not right, but true at least.
Logically, ceramite has been known to being more resistant towards flamers. However, it also could break under severe turbulence, becoming even more frail against heavy bolter fire.
Well done. Firestorms or bolter fire? I'm feeling the firestorms will be there either way. Keep an eye on these two, I said to the head. Matthew says to the head, and you're nodding. They may either have a short history or an illustrious future ahead of them. Now,
Sigma in me was just keeps glaring at them.
oh yes, 2+2 enemies for Sigma. Oh no, I have a feeling I won't be seeing these two engineers again.
The worst part is Sigma might not realize the ship has an entire engineering department. Because there's only 2 tech priests on the ship.
Yeah.
Yes. When you cut out the tech priest, and suddenly everything works better for some reason.
Confused binary screeching.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Yeah, they gotta know what you're talking about. You need these people. Alright. We load up onto the new and improved shuttle.
Yep.
Heading down towards the green and burning planet.
You head on down, and as you do go down, the Voxcaster on the Valkyrie crackles to life, and you have a choice of whether or not you want to listen to it, but it's effectively an air traffic control tower leading you in.
I guess we ignore it, crash on a nearby mountain, and roll up new character.
Joke's on you, bitch. I already have a new character.
You cheater!
He's ready for this. I should mention, your new character is also flying the Valkyrie. I mean, what?
Yes, we cut to the next Valkyrie with our side characters after the first one. Ignore the boxcaster message.
No, just using a side character to fly the Valkyrie, so that if the Valkyrie crashes and explodes, he has to make a third character.
It takes fucking time to make them, you know.
That's just cruel.
Little did you know, Matt, your character was driving the Valkyrie. Make a third one with everyone else. Alright.
I wouldn't. I would just say later, folks.
Anyways, following the directions, they lead you into a dome city.
Nice.
That has filtered, not methane air inside of it.
Hooray!
Well done.
And as you get out, it looks like somewhat hurried preparations. But preparations nonetheless. It looks like they're throwing a festival for you.
Wonderful.
That's a good auspicious beginning. And as we are going, I'm gonna ask this quickly, Captain. This father, if it's a bad thing, if we go down there, I have a way of expanding my horizons, so to speak, and try to detect if there are anything, any warp shenanigans, but this has a downside potentially. So, just in case, if you feel there's a need for us to see through the warp. Yes.
Let us not alert the natives just yet. Let us go to the path that they've prepared for us. As Matthias steps out, cloak flapping behind him. Greetings, everyone.
One of them, a strapping younger lad, still an adult, but he's like, yes. You've brought the shipment of food, I suspect.
Right. We did indeed bring the food.
Sure.
Yes. It's wonderful to always see new faces. Please, stay a while. We'd love to have you for dinner.
It's a cookbook.
Hold up here.
You're doing this again, Zach, you motherfucker! I'm having flashbacks to that butter in Talabheim. Or whatever the fuck that was.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I'm sure it was just a youthful slip of the tongue.
Have I mentioned how it is a pleasure for me to serve you?
Yes. We have many people here ready to serve you. Anyway, Matthew,
Now, if you'd follow me, the father would like to see you. He's always willing to meet new people, especially spacefarers such as yourself.
It sounds like a stand-up guy.
oh, of course.
I mean, yes, with his 4 legs, he is very proficient in standing up. And roll me awareness.
That gets a sag of the shoulders from Jason.
Alright.
Anyone specific or all of us can?
Everyone can.
Alright, I take it flat, so...
Jeez.
Oh. Not spending placement.
Jake, Smelton, and Sigma. So, you guys notice this guy's hair keeps it short, and it's less hair and more spines.
Oh.
Oh.
Matthew doesn't notice anything yet.
I'm joking, Jason isn't doing anything.
He's just slowly seething.
I'm just imagining his hand going white around the gun. He's like holding on.
And as you guys like go through this, it's not a city. It's easily a town, but you notice strange mutations like that on most people. Like, there'd be maybe some scaling on their arms or shoulders or hands. Nothing like completely overt. Some of them have like chitin, whatever. See, one guy has like that third eyelid that certain animals and lizards and shit have.
Yeah, the lid.
As we're walking, Matthias is like inquiring about the history of this place, you know. Small talk, you know, friendly stuff. As we head towards the father.
It's like, well, before it was a rather stuffy monastery, actually. Just a bunch of ecclesiarchy folks just sitting around. But then the father came and changed everything. Now we're such a thriving, bustling town. We wait for the approach of the father's family.
If possible, if we will be seeing any signs of heraldry, iconography, any like signs of like how the religious procedures happen, would scholastic lore occult apply as a skill check, or not really?
I'll allow you to roll it if you wish.
Because I'm trying, Sakispas is trying to grasp with her knowledge, is this more like, you know, religious occult, some heretical but not full chaos worship, or is it like full chaos worship? Never mind, I know jack shit. I'm not spending
I have forbidden more heresy. Is this heresy?
Is this heresy for looking into it being heresy?
Nope.
I mean, like, there's definitely heretical things around, but like you can't like pin down like what kind of heresy this is. Like the mutations are definitely heretical, but like honestly, like depending on the world, mutations aren't all that uncommon.
And how do I say? Sometimes in Imperium, it's more common to, you know, be heretical than not be.
Like there are some hive worlds that if you killed every single mutant, you wouldn't have a population anymore.
There wouldn't be a hive world left.
It's like you'd just have nobles. You wouldn't have any of like the working class.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like kill the mutant, but I mean, unless they're like a minor or some shit,
Hmm.
then just let him work to death.
Oh boy.
But the answer is yes, but you don't know for the is this heresy?
Mm-hmm. Well.
It's like, I mean, we're still killing the mutant. We're just working them to death.
Yes, we are following the Emperor's will by killing the mutants, and us making money is merely a happy coincidence. All right, we head onwards.
Sacrispice,
Yes?
you feel something touch your mind, as if someone made a science check.
Okay, do I have
As
to...
you approach what looks like the remains of the original monastery.
I say quietly, Captain, I can confirm they definitely have at least one psyker.
No, yes, he nods to the our little guide. This father of yours, has he ever spoken to you in some strange and wondrous way? Like not with his mind, but his soul?
He speaks to the steward.
Oh, the steward, you say?
Yes.
All right then. How does the steward look? Servant of such a great man.
The guy just kind of like tilts his head. He looks like the steward. Everyone knows what the steward looks like.
Yeah. You need better descriptions if you want to be a merchant. Sorry, never mind. Let us head onwards. I'm sure you'll tell us when we meet him, I'm sure.
Well, as you do indeed reach the original monastery building. The gentleman will just wave at the door and be like, the steward waits inside, and when you are finished with the steward and the father, please rejoin the festivities. And with that, he will himself go rejoin the festivities.
Matthias, like, a hand on the door, turns around the rest of the party. Guns ready, but do not shoot until I give you my command. There's something odd going on here, as you can clearly tell. But I'd like to see if this can be resolved economically first.
We lost Simon.
Shit, we lost the man. Everybody, guns out, shoot everything.
Sigma just suddenly just pops out of reality. Sigma has disconnected from the server.
So, yeah, my guess is that the steward definitely has either a sub-psyker himself or perhaps something worse. Although I'm not sure, Zach, if I don't have Forbidden Knowledge Chaos, would I know about sorcerers in the first place? Like Chaos sorcerers?
You know that there are psychers who follow chaos.
But yes, Captain, definitely be on your guard, because I'm still not sure if we are dealing with merely a unsanctioned psyker or perhaps a sorcerer.
Aye. Perhaps a creature styling himself after our god emperor. Jealous of his light. Anyway, he might have good ears. Let's just open the door and see.
whatever happens, I follow your lead, Captain.
Well, if you happen to die, Captain, be assured of the knowledge that the person that killed you won't